There is no private sector in America or China, and the US future is not bright. The government has no control. So President Trump has a new idea. It is now clear the private sector never really existed. US immigration policy says if you have applied for a green card, you cannot live in America. Until now, the deal was America prints currency and China produces and exports everything. Chinese products, their value went down so much that no one else is able to manufacture. The problem is that we are saying that so now, here we have Arvind Ji, and Arvind Ji, as he usually does, is here. Although this is from some old tweet, whatever it may be. But here he is, giving out advice that people should come to America from Bharat, and you should stay in the United States for the next 8 years, because the future of the US is very bright. It is the undisputed leader in the tech industry and innovation. So this Mr. Arvind will not tell you this. And first of all, that advisory is wrong in the first place. And the second thing is, he is not telling you this part. This person, I mean, all the right-wingers seem to follow him. Whatever is going on with them, I really do not know. But neither is the future of the US is bright, nor is it the undisputed leader, because these companies have this tag to their name, whatever it is. It is not in the name of the American state. Okay, the companies are dollar sponsored. The companies are totally dollar sponsored, which means there is no private sector. So the deep state companies have managed all this innovation by using free dollars from the taxpayers. These are the deep state's toolkit companies. The government has no control. And that is why President Trump has now brought forward a new idea. President Trump's point is, which obviously I am telling you, that this is entirely dollar sponsored. All this innovation has happened by gobbling up free dollars. So President Trump is now saying that you will give equity to the American government. Do you understand what is happening? If this, I mean, it has been proven that this was never a private sector to begin with. There is no private sector in America or in China. So all this innovation was just done by printing dollars. Until now, they gave no equity to the American government. President Trump is demanding that if you are taking free dollars from the Fed, then at least give some equity back to the American government. So now they have started demanding it. So Arvind Ji does not understand that there is no such thing as a private sector. So this thing is not American. It is the ownership of American companies. So when will they make the shift? Well, some people might want to go and search for how many applications have actually come from American companies for listing on the Gift Cities Index. Go ahead and search for it. Okay, it controls most of the world. Well, I do not know about most of the world, but they have a whole program to put American citizens in digital prison cities. Now, this is obviously totally and completely wrong advice. There is absolutely no need for anyone to go to America. On the contrary, those who are there, if they want their children to grow up in the right environment, I mean, it is okay if you are an adult. You might even take a bullet. Perhaps an adult can manage even if a limb gets broken. But you certainly would not want your children to grow up in an environment like that, in that whole LGBTQ wokeist environment that is still going on inside the school despite Trump coming in. Kids cannot grow up in that environment, nor will it be safe. The kind of racism MAGA supporters are about to start, which is already happening online. They are hurling abuses, that is there. But children cannot grow up there. So you should leave your children in Bharat, and then you can stay if you are really that colonized. So he is giving completely wrong advice, and this thing he is saying, right, that ride out the next tumultuous 8 years or so. Brother, that tumultuousness is yours. It is not over here. The trickle-down impact of your crisis is what is going to come over here. The crisis is yours, not ours. So why tell people to stay in America? Brother, only Arvind Ji knows. It is beyond me. Let us move on. Now, for our viewers, this is absolutely no breaking news at all that the US immigration policy is saying, brother, if you have submitted an application for a green card, you cannot stay in America. Until the application gets approved, you should go and stay in your own country, which is very obvious. This was the prediction that was given. So for our viewers, it is not breaking news, because as soon as the Biden term started, this prediction was given then. The old viewers all know, those who have seen the Satyology talks. When Trump was not even in power, at the very start of Biden-Trump, this prediction was given. Trump will come, bring tariffs, visa curbs will be imposed, and racism will start. Brutal attacks will happen on NRIs. This whole prediction has been given. So for our viewers, it is no breaking news. For these mainstream media postmortem types, it is breaking news for them. And secondly, our viewers also know what is next, that Trump will go, then the Democrats will come, then the American cities, the Democrats will hand them over to the companies, and universal basic income will start after the Americans are laid off. Basically, digital prison cities, Elon cities, Bill Gates city, all this will be built. As soon as Trump goes, the Democrats will put America in the hands of companies. This is what is going to happen. Exactly, this is what will happen. Our viewers already know this. So in 3 years, this same mainstream media will report it as breaking news. But for our viewers, nothing will be breaking news. They already know. Let us move on. Okay. Okay. Now over here we have Arvind Ji's tweet from yesterday. And in it, he is writing that the INR will continue to slide past 100 to a dollar, lowering Bharat's GDP ranking this year, which has already happened, right? From the third or fourth ranking, we have come down to sixth or seventh, whatever, because of the dollar rupee ratio. And then in a few years, it is going to start appreciating quickly. So the dollar has to devalue, something which he was completely denying until now. Slowly, he has started putting it in. It is going to start appreciating quickly. By how much? In a few years. My personal understanding of a few years is that it means more than 1 year. At a minimum, more than 1 year. Okay. So this means if in May 2026, Arvind Ji is saying the rupee will appreciate quickly in a few years. Correct. It is going to appreciate. He accepts that now. It will appreciate quickly. He accepts that too. He says in a few years, meaning more than 1 year. So from May 2026 to May 2027, the rupee should not appreciate according to him. So now we will all pay close attention to what he writes every single month about the dollar devaluation. Okay. Now, just as the US Homeland Security has said that the green card applicants are to go back to their own homes, come when it is approved. Until then, you have no business in America. Pack up and get out of here. Go on, get out. So on February 28, 2025, when the gold card was announced, even back then, those who heard it, I had clearly given the prediction then itself that the gold card is not going to sell at all. Okay. Basically saying that everyone who is in the green card queue standing in line, they will always remain in line for their whole lives. And if you do not want to stay in line, you should sell everything you have earned in America to buy a gold card. Meaning with the money you have made, you become a beggar again. You came empty-handed and you will be empty-handed again. You are supposed to spend all your money just to buy the gold card. Bhartiyas are not that stupid. I mean, all right, living with them has had some impact, but we are not that foolish either. So like I said, their gold card did not sell at all. So the prediction for February 28, 2025 came on March 26, just 1 month later. They actually stopped all green card approvals just to sell the gold card. Now on April 23rd, their Commerce Secretary Natalik is on record saying that only a single gold card has been sold. So just think how many lies Trump was telling on camera, saying, I have sold this many for so much money. And now green card applicants are being told, go home and just come back when it is approved. Yes. My second prediction, the one about Tulsi Gabbard and Vivek Ramaswamy, that has also come true. So in this, our learners also obviously, as much as we understand, the learners also understand. So I ran this poll on December 2nd, 2024. After I had already analyzed it, I ran the poll to see what the learners had learned. And the learners learned with absolute precision. First, Vivek Ramaswamy resigns, 69% of the votes. Then Tulsi Gabbard will resign with 17% of the votes, and then Kash Patel with 14%. So you see, our learners are just as accurate as we are. And first of all, it was also clearly written right there in the question, if appointed, meaning their appointment itself was doubtful, but they had to be taken because they needed a scapegoat for the crisis. So June 30th, I believe that is the final date for Tulsi Gabbard. And excuses, obviously make whatever excuses you want. Basically, the White House clearly said, hey, get out. We are done with you. So in that exact sequence, my prediction from December 2nd, 2024, on January 21st, 2025, Vivek resigned. And on May 23rd, 2026, Tulsi Gabbard also resigned. Now, who is left, Kash? Okay, moving on. Ankit Ji asks, currency reset means Bharat's export competitiveness would be destroyed. Is not that against government efforts, FTAs and narrative? No. We do want to export, but it is not like only we will be exporting. The other side has to export something too. Until now, the system was that America would print currency and China would produce and export everything. That is the system they created. So by printing endless dollars, the value of Chinese products fell so low that no one else could manufacture anything. So they destroyed families in both countries, America's and China's. Now the problem is this, we are all saying, why is this one person allowed to roam around acting like he is the owner, bullying everyone all over the place? So the meaning of multipolarity is exactly this, that everyone exploits their own people a little bit, everyone pollutes their own city a little bit, and everyone manufactures something, right? Why should only one single country have to take on all of the pollution? Just one country has to abuse all of its labor, while all the rest of them get to enjoy democracy. I mean, how is this model ever supposed to work? So that is precisely what the matter is. It is not that we do not want to export. It is that we do not want to export using dollar referencing. All right, so if the UAE provides crude oil, the payment is happening in rupee terms. And because of that, we are getting much better pricing in rupee terms when compared to dollar invoicing. So why would not we? We have absolutely no problem exporting food to the UAE. You must have seen it yourself, have not you? That the chairman of Lulu Mall, you see him appearing at all the important diplomatic events. So it is becoming understandable that just like their oil for security program, this could very well be an oil for food program for the Gulf. I mean, why cannot it be? So it is not that we do not want to export. That is not our idea. Our idea is we will not export with dollar referencing, and you guys should also manufacture something. You should not create a lopsided world like that. You are driving all of the so-called experts crazy. They already are. I do not need to do it. The future of, oh man, they just keep jumping on every single headline. For instance, today Trump took action on visas. So the work is bad. Then the next day he says something good, so it is good. Kill Xi Jinping, there is a coup against Putin. I mean, how much fake news are you going to spread? As soon as any headline comes out, you people start shouting. The de-dollarization headline came and everyone made a video on it. Then a headline says the rupee will cross 100. So no, de-dollarization is off. Then if a headline comes that, look, the RBI is going to intervene after 95. The government brought it back under 95. So yes, now it is back on. It does not work like that. You cannot just jump around like that. What you said for 4 to 5 years should happen, right? If you are going around saying that Trump is going to bring tariffs, that visa curbs will come, that this and that is going to happen against NRIs, then you cannot just revert back. You cannot say, oh, yes, America will be a good place to go to again. No. When the data clearly shows one direction, do not say something new for a new headline. Just say it is a fake headline. Right? People absolutely do not like it when you make a fool of them. I mean, you are making a fool of adults. Even a small child does not like it. So how would adults like it? Kill Xi Jinping and 2 hours later he is on screen. It does not work like that, does it? I mean, this is the limit. If anyone wants to contribute, the QR code is here. Jai Hind, Jai Jinendra.